Hello friends, welcome to my channel Choose Inner Strength. My name is Sarita. I introduced myself in my last video as a designer who is aiming at starting my own NGO in near future, and some other ambitions also which I have for myself. So here I am committed to spread education regarding some spiritual topic and some real life topics that inspire me and which makes me excited to share the experiences with you. So today I have come with the topic of mental health, which is affecting everyone in the society, every individual in the society. Today I want to talk about depression, which is a very common psychological illness every individual is facing, has faced, or who is going to face in near future. So here I would like to first of all talk about this so-called taboo in the society, where people prefer to abstain from talking about depression. But I am very open about this topic since I have seen lots of people being affected by it but not talking about it. They say we are not depressed, we are not negative thinkers, we are not in that state of mind in which we see other people. So it's my appeal to those people to kindly be courageous and bold to talk about it and then fight with it and then overcome the illness. I would like to share here about my experience and the kind of definitions I have seen and I have gone through in life in this particular state. Now I have overcome it, and I have some structure and process developed for it so that I can deal with it and handle it. So on first page I would like to talk about what is depression. First of all, I will say depression is not a taboo. I repeat, depression is not a taboo. It's very natural, it's very evident, it's very normal and legitimate. So, what is depression? Depression is a state of disappointment, state of worthlessness, state of sadness, state of losing interest in whatever you do. You will lose interest in your daily routines, your daily activities. You will lose interest in your important, very significant relationships too. So I will call this is a very serious condition, very very serious condition. So kindly don't make it a taboo. Talk about it. Create a dialogue. Create a space where you can sit with your loved ones. You can sit with your family. You can sit with your friends. When they are going through something like that. When I see somebody eloping, I talk to them. Why are you doing that? Everyone is going through some sort of challenging times, some sort of struggling times. Don't do that. Try to deal with that and try to understand the impact it will have on the connected people. So I wanted to take this sensitive topic today because I see small school kids also saying that we are depressed. I really don't understand why can't we deal with depression. So I would like to throw some light on the causes of depression, on the logical reasoning of depression. I have analyzed these on my own, as I have also fought the battle for a very long time. So now I can when I have figured out that these are the factors responsible for that, and this is how we can solve it, then I want to share it with the real world, the real topics for real world. So the first factor is the lack of support. If you are not supported by anyone in your house, in your office, or in society, you feel depressed. So lack of support is also there if you have lots of big expectations from you and nobody is supporting you. Means if you are with the wrong people, right? The second point is over expectation for oneself. When you have too much high expectations from you, and the same pattern repeats with others, then it does not get reciprocated, which leads to the feeling of hopelessness and depression, right? Next point will be social conditioning. Social conditioning is the pattern of society which is running since time immemorial, since time immemorial. The society expects every individual to talk in a certain way, to behave in a certain way, to live their life according to certain set benchmarks or standards. Like for example, we can say the society wants you to pass certain exams, to graduate at a certain age. Then they expect you to create a career in a certain stage, then start a family in a certain stage, then run the house, then do whatever later on you want to plan. But in my opinion, every individual is different, and everyone has different kinds of alignments and priorities. Somebody wants to have career first, then family, and someone wants to have family first, then career. The point is that it's a matter of choice. So there should be no impositions and restrictions on people that how they should live their life. So this kind of scenario creates disturbance and depression in people. Then there is self mental conditioning. Self mental conditioning. What do we mean by that? Self mental conditioning are the old beliefs, wrong thought patterns, toxic thought patterns, which stop us, which limit us from progressing, from growing. These kind of factors are also responsible for being depressed, right? Then there are childhood trauma issues. Everyone has some story of his or her childhood when they were abused, when they were not just abused, they were beaten, they were bullied, they were made to feel very inferior. So we are still there. I have met lots of individuals who are still carrying the same wounds, same patterns inside their psyche, and which is affecting their later on relationship, their future, their growth, their adult relationships. So their adult relationship, and then there are family issues. There are family issues which make them depressed. There are issues with in-laws, there are issues with husband-wife, there are issues with siblings, and there are issues with society. So these are very important factors which are responsible for being depressed. Yeah, I'll come on the next page now. What can we do? We have understood that these are the logical reasonings of being depressed. Then what we can do? If we can't do anything, then what's the point of discussing that? So I would like to throw some light on that also. First point is increase your confidence, increase your self-worth, self-esteem. That will take you out of the feeling. Then take responsibility of your own life. Take responsibility of your own life first. then expect anything from others. Then create some space where you can be very less dependent emotionally on others. If you will be dependent emotionally on others, then expectations will be there, and expectations will lead to more breaking of hearts, more broken patterns, more depressions. Better to learn self-sufficiency, and don't rest your happiness in the hands of others. Okay. Then there is a point of social connections and social outlets. You should be connected with people. You should be connected with people who support you, who love to see you win, who make you grow, who push you to grow, who motivate you to grow. Not with the people who pull you down, who want to see you lose, who want to create toxicity in your life. Leave all those relationships and create productive, progressive outlets for yourself. Right? Then, most important factor which I listen to the couples nowadays is the unrealistic expectations from your partner. We all are on the same boat, and we are expecting moon from our partner. And how is it possible? He or she is also a human being and has come from a different story, maybe a bigger trauma, a bigger childhood trauma, or bigger adolescent trauma that he or she is not able to express or communicate with you. Then and then we are creating a mountain of burdens, of expectations on him or her, and then we are saying that he or she is not fulfilling, he or she is not meeting our demands and expectations. This is like highly impractical and unrealistic. So kindly rethink, rewire, reprogram your expectations and your patterns for your partners. Last point which I have analyzed is the pattern of over expectations from your own family, your parents' family, and then your in-laws' family and society. Our expectations make us depressed, not the other person makes us depressed. So work on the unrealistic pattern and the unrealistic expectations that we create out of our own expectations, out of our own demands, out of the kind of life that we want to lead. It's better to work hard, work on yourself, create better plans, create a better life on your own. You will meet supportive people who will support you in your vision, in your mission, in your goals. So these are my action plans. Then what I want to conclude here is that addressing this issue of depression is the need of the hour. Because I don't want that people should struggle with this disease, which is intangible. You can't touch it. Which is invisible. Can't see it. It is in the mind. It is only in the mind. So we need to address this issue. How? I'm expressing my points here. First of all, there is a need of creating mutual understanding between the connected parties. He can be your brother, he can be your husband, he can be your friend, he can be your colleague, whatever. Mutual understanding is prerequisite. Mutual understanding should be there. There should be honest, real, authentic communication, not layered communication. Kind communication should be there. The conversation should be aimed at understanding the other person, not attacking or questioning the other person. Why this and that problem is there? There is a need of a good, healthy communication, right? Then there should be egoless, empathetic, and receptive attitude to understand the communication. If you will listen it from a blocked mind or preconceived notions or judgments that you have formed over the years, then it is not going to be productive in any way. Above all, self-love. Above all these factors, love yourself, whichever state you are in. Love yourself unapologetically, unconditionally. Yes, you have to do this. Only then you can come out of it. There are solutions which I would like to share, that you have to work on yourself. Self-help is very important, where you have to upgrade your own mindset through learning or investing in new books, new people, seeking new knowledge, doing some new course to upgrade yourself, right? Then second point is, you must be willing. Escape is not a route. You must be willing to work on your personal, professional and social relationships, right? Then the most important part, if you will not do it, it's not going to work. You feel and be the owner of your ship, captain of your ship. Lead, take charge, take responsibility of your ship. If you are not liking how the others are driving, learn driving. Okay, learn driving and lead the ship. If you can't do it, don't complain. Don't complain that you are a victim of something. Be the owner of your destiny. Be the owner of your ship. Okay. Next, this is a higher level of analysis that I want to create here. I want, if you can apply this individually, this can like create a multiple effect, a ripple effect. When you will behave like that, the others will also behave like that. Yeah, which I call collective responsibility, which starts with an individual's responsibility and it creates a chain reaction after that. Spread love instead of hatred. Spread love, spread positive vibration, spread happiness, spread mutual support. You support. If others are not supporting, you support. Right? You will eventually get the support. And create a space of mutual understanding. Support, mutual understanding, positive vibes, love. These are prerequisites of creating a blissful life for yourself. If you have gone through a bad experience, there is a need to break the chain. There is no need to create a bad chain reaction. Okay, guys? Yeah. Another important factor in overcoming this particular lifestyle disease is changing the lifestyle. I follow naturopathy. Yeah. Naturopathy, which heals your body through natural elements and through a balance of 5 elements in your body. So, I will recommend naturopathy for the people who are struggling with depression, with health issues. Yeah. And being disciplined is very important. Very important. And I need not elaborate it. Balance is important. In every personalities, there are some aspects where we are at the extreme. There is no need to be extreme. Be balanced. Be balanced. Try to figure out the areas where you are living on extreme. It's okay, live in that direction, but there is a need to be balanced also. You can't be extreme all the time. And most importantly, be real, be transparent, be authentic. If you will be real, you will attract real relationships. If you will be honest, you will attract honest relationships. Like attracts like. So choose your like. Yes. So smile. With these remedies, depression is nothing. Yeah. You can overcome the depression easily. So now I would like to acknowledge my viewers here who are giving me interesting feedbacks, creative feedbacks, and urging me to take this channel forward, drive the talks forward. So I am doing my part. I know I am not perfect, but I am trying my best, whatever I can do on my own, and hope to see more improvements in the next videos. And I am committed to serve my viewers more and more and more and more in coming videos. Thank you very much for being such lovely and powerful audience. We will create this space where nobody will have depression. Thank you very much. Stay connected with us. I'll come with more updates and more videos in coming years, coming future. Yeah.